Hi friends, it's been a minute since I've been able to update you on what's happening with my health. Thank you so much for contributing in 2016, I believe, for my GoFundMe. And I just really wanted to share the truth behind my physical disability. I was so upset at what happened when you first initially saw this that I couldn't even speak it. But you know what? It's time. It's time to speak my truth. It's time to share what really truly happened. And just to give you some background information. So when I was 29 years old, I had a neurological condition. I had double vision and I had to wear an eye patch for over 6 months. Devastating, very scary when you're that young. And then when I was 32, I was numb from the waist down. Go into the neurologist and guess what? They diagnosed me with multiple sclerosis. I was shocked. And at that time, when they diagnose you, they give you a plethora of drugs to say, hey, listen, you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. Here's a shot medication you can give yourself daily. But you know what? That's not going to really help the symptoms. But because you're severely fatigued, we're going to prescribe you Adderall. And most people are prescribed Adderall for ADHD or, other symptoms. But for people with MS and other neurological fatigue in general, not just with MS, doctors prescribe Adderall. When I was 38, the Adderall that was prescribed to me by my neurologist for this severe fatigue caused severe mania, and I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. And I told them that I had MS. I told them that I had a compromised immune system, but the psychiatric doctors, even though I told them, they didn't listen to me, my voice wasn't heard, and they just took me off of this medication cold turkey. When they did that, it shocked my body. So I was scared. I don't have family here in Minneapolis. All of a sudden, a couple days later, I found myself like grabbing onto walls. And you know what? They ended up bringing me a cane. They brought a cane because of the stress, totally cutting me off cold turkey off this medication. And so that's crazy. If you deal with PTSD and trauma for something like that happened, it just takes time to get over. So I'm finally able to talk about it. And it was totally wrong. But like I said, I may have been a victim in the healthcare system, but I'm not a victim in my own life. So what I've been doing on a daily basis for 2.5 years, I've been getting up every day. And although as a result of being in the hospital, I want to show you how I walk. So I want you to know how this looks. So some days with MS, you can walk down the hallway without the cane. Some days you need it for support. And as you can see today, this is how my day is every day. So I did want to mention as well, when this happened, I lost everything. I want everyone to know that I was a successful business owner. I was a successful image consultant. I had a lot of clients. I was on TV shows. I was on a nationally syndicated TV show on the cable, produced by Rachel Zoe. And the fact that it happened, it took me a long time to forgive. But you know what? What I've found is no matter what you're going through, forgiveness is the way to freedom. So I've spent, not only am I cleaning my body out physically, but I am doing a lot of emotional work, a lot of mental work, a lot of spiritual work to get me to the place where I can finally speak my truth, share this story. And yes, of course, it was devastating because you know what? I exhausted all of my income sources and I'm here alone in Minneapolis and I want to be with my family. And I don't know about you, but if you're sick and you're doing things alone, what do you want to do? You want to go home. You want to be with your mom. You want to be with your family. In St. Louis, Missouri, the healthcare system is different than the state of Minnesota, unfortunately. So with a disability income that I receive, which I'm so grateful for, I receive $21,000 a year. But I've been able in Minnesota to get a lot of more additional funds to help me rehabilitate with Pilates, with being able to afford a PCA or a personal care assistant to prepare food that I need that I'm still not strong enough to totally make. But if I make the move to St. Louis, I need to be able to afford that because they don't have that benefit. I'm asking you to just do a one-time additional support to help me to get to St. Louis, to be able to heal for the rest of the year. And I did want to report, if you can go ahead and read the the write-up below of all the successes that I've had thus far, but I do want to say that I've been detoxing toxins and pathogens and all of the medication out of me because I'm not on any medication now, and I'm doing so well. I'm so clear. My mind is so clear. I'm feeling like I was prior to even the MS diagnosis. This is huge. A lot of people need to hear this story, and I'm so excited to be able to be the person to be able to share it. But I can't share it unless I have your support and I can fully heal. So thank you so much for being my friend and getting me back home where I really can totally heal and totally recover and be the person that I'm meant to be.